Hello, welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and please check out my channel for other Z-World updates. So the last update about Taste of Fate. This is the brown news season, and the show has taken a 1 month leap, and 1 month later, Ranbir is now a successful businessman, while Prachi is now living with Sushma, and Pallavi and Rhea forged Ranbir's signature on a divorce paper and send it to Prachi to sign. Let's continue. Prachi locks herself in a bathroom. She turns on the shower and cries, recalling her and Ranbir's early and recent moment. Other hand, Ranbir is working on his laptop. He put his finger in a hot tea by mistake and recalls how similar thing happened before when he was with Prachi. He calls Pihan and gets mad at him, asking why the tea is hot. Sushma asks Prachi to open the door. Prachi opens the door. Sushma asks what happened. Prachi says Ranbir sent divorce papers. I took the blame for what I did not do. How can I take this? What is my mistake? Sushma tells her not to cry. It is not your mistake. Sushma says it is Ranbir who failed. He couldn't love you. He couldn't trust you. He couldn't fulfill the husband's responsibilities. Prachi says I failed. I am failing. I cannot do anything. I couldn't see how easily he signed the divorce papers. I will never be able to forget him. Sushma hugs and consoles her. Vikram advised Rhea to try to win Grandma's heart. If you stay good with her, then it will be better for you and Ranbir's relationship. Pallavi interrupts, saying that if Grandma has any space in her heart, then Rhea will be able to win it. Pallavi says Grandma only has space for Prachi in her heart. Since they kicked Prachi out, Grandma has stopped eating or talking with them. The doorbell rings. Pallavi assumes that it is Grandma. Vikram wonders why she returned so early. Pallavi taunts that her prayers are not answered, so she doesn't have a choice. Rhea joins in, saying how her prayers will be heard as she is praying for a wrong person, while it is Sushma who has come. Sushma says that she wants to talk to Ranbir. She has come here as Prachi's guardian. Rhea asks, why did you come here? Sushma says, I did not talk to you. Pallavi asks, what do you need from Ranbir? Sushma says, I will talk only with him. Pallavi says, with this attitude, no one will talk to you. Rhea tells Pallavi that she will deal with Sushma. She asks Sushma to tell her what she wants to tell Ranbir, and she will pass her message. Sushma tells Rhea to stay out of this. Pallavi tells Sushma that she cannot talk like that with Rhea. She is the daughter-in-law of that house. Sushma tells Pallavi to teach Rhea not to interfere when elders are talking. Now Vikram asks Sushma with what right she came there to talk to Ranbir. Sushma says, I just came as Prachi's guardian. Abhi and Pragya lived with me as a family, like how you used to live, and you should very well know what relationship is. Sushma says Pragya is like my daughter, and I don't need to tell you what right I have on Pragya's daughters. Rhea says Pragya calls you auntie, right? Sushma says forget about Pragya. Prachi calls me mother. If you cannot call me that, then shut up and stand there quietly. Pallavi tells Sushma to come to the point. If you came here to talk from Prachi's side, then we are not interested. We have already sent her divorce papers. Rhea says it would be good if she signs them as soon as possible, end the relationship completely and free Ranbir. Sushma throws the divorce papers and says here is Ranbir's freedom. Pallavi checks the paper and says they don't have Prachi's signature. Sushma says why would she sign? They didn't get married by signing papers. You all don't mean anything in Prachi's life. A flashback shows and Prachi tells Sushma that I cannot sign the divorce papers. Sushma tells her not to sign it then. I will answer them why you won't sign the papers. Back to the present. Rhea says if we mean nothing, then why doesn't she sign the papers and separate from us? Sushma asks, did you send the divorce papers? Rhea says I am talking about Ranbir. Sushma says let him talk then. Ranbir broke his relationship with Prachi. You all kick Prachi out of the house. Then why all these formalities? Pallavi says we are doing formalities so that Prachi doesn't come back. Sushma furiously says that Prachi will not come back. She doesn't want anything from this house, so spare her. Rhea says we will spare her, but will she spare us too? What if her mind changes tomorrow and she comes to take revenge? Sushma says she is my daughter. Sushma says there must be some differences between you and her. You are her sister, but still I know her better than you do. She is Pragya's shadow. She will do what Pragya will say. Right now, Pragya is in coma, but Prachi will listen to what I say. It is good that she managed to get out of this house. She had no respect here. Sushma says if Prachi doesn't stay away from this house, then I know how to do that. I will do all it takes, but I won't let her come near this house. She tells Pallavi just to undo Ranbir. Ranbir kicked Prachi out of his life. Now I will make sure that Prachi erases Ranbir's name completely from her life. She would even forget his face. Rhea gets happy. Sushma continues and says you all can also forget that Prachi came into this house. Don't try to contact her, even if it is regarding the divorce. It is all over from our side. Sushma leaves. Rhea, Pallavi and Vikram get happy as Sushma solved their problem and she won't let Prachi come near their house or Ranbir. Pallavi and Vikram leaves. Rhea thinks that it seems like even the god doesn't want Prachi and Ranbir to be together, which is why this so-called mother came into my life. First, she kept Pragya away from Abhi, and now she will keep Prachi away from Ranbir. Prachi is in a temple. She says, once I asked for blessings to win Ranbir, now I am asking you to give me strength to go away from Ranbir, to face the truth, and to forget him. Ranbir comes outside the same temple and stops his car. His car doesn't start now. Prachi passes by the car, but they do not see each other. He gets off of the car to fix it. He and Prachi senses something odd and they pause. Ranbir and Prachi pause, sensing something odd. They turn, but the other people came in their way and they fail to see each other. Sushma comes to Pragya and says you know that you have to pay the price for being good. People doesn't give you the price for being good, but they punish you. Then why did you make Prachi like you? Sushma says that Pragya knows that there is no place for goodness in this world, and Prachi is just like you. Her destiny also is just like you. She is suffering in her in-laws' house just like you did. She was trying to come out of what happened and today she broke down again after getting the divorce papers. Sushma says that Prachi is crying instead of going to Ranbir's house and answering them. She is wondering why Ranbir sent her the divorce papers. She is just crazy like you. And your other daughter, why is she not like you? She looks at Abhi and says that her other daughter has gone on her father. Sushma says, I am sorry to say, but Rhea is not a good girl. She is not a good sister. No one likes Prachi in that house. Everyone ate her. When everyone ate her, there is going to be some effect on Ranbir as well, and today he broke their relationship. Sushma says that Prachi still thinks about Ranbir. She still has feelings for Ranbir. She is still stuck in that house. If you made her like you, then why didn't you make her strong like you? It has been 1 month and still I have not been able to take her out of her past. She secretly sees Ranbir's pictures and reads the news about him. You were so strong. You involved yourself in business that you forgot Abhi. Sushma immediately realizes that this is a good idea to get Prachi involved in business. She promises Pragya that she won't let anything happen to Prachi. I will take Prachi outside this city so that she doesn't even think about Ranbir. Back at the temple, the other cars honk. Ranbir and Prachi get back into their cars. Their cars passes by each other, but they again doesn't see each other. Prachi returns home. Sushma says, I want to talk to you. You know that I and Pragya used to handle business together. Then we returned to India and then such situations arose that I had to make everything on your name. Prachi says, I need to sign the divorce papers. I will do it. Sushma says it is not about the signature. You need to do a lot more. So forget everything and listen to me carefully. Prachi says sorry. Only the divorce paper came into my mind. Sushma tells her not to say sorry every time. Politeness is good, but sometimes too much of it can hurt you. Sushma makes Prachi sit and says I and Pragya were working on many projects. Now I have to work alone. It is not like I cannot handle. I have a whole team. But Pragya had a dream project which I want you to take over. I know you have worked in the Kholi industry and you have a good work experience. Sushma says this is why I want you to complete Pragya's dream project. If the daughter doesn't complete mother's dream project, then who else will? Prachi says I will definitely complete it. Sushma tells her to do a packing. We are going to Bangalore for a meeting and then we'll go to Mumbai. Prachi thinks that I did not see Ranbir even once in the last 30 days. We are already so far and now why do I feel like I am going away from Ranbir by going to Bangalore? Ranbir returns home. He is still lost and thinking about what he sensed at the temple. His room's window opens due to the wind. He goes to close it and looks at the moon. On the other side, Prachi also looks at the moon. Ranbir hears Prachi's voice that where are you? He recalls a moment when Prachi was standing in the window and looking at the moon. He comes to her and asks her asking what is she doing. She says I am missing my mother. Prachi says that the moon has a special connection between you and people whom you love and miss a lot. You see their face in the moon. My mother also used to look at the moon when she was missing my father, and she used to say that if my father was also missing her at that moment, then he would also be looking at the moon as well, and it would be that moment that they shared together despite being away. Ranbir says, so by chance, if I go away from you for a day or two, then I will also look at the moon like that. Back to the present. Ranbir is angry. He picks up a glass and breaks it in his hand. Rhea comes there and sees the blood. She was going to clean it, but Ranbir stops her and walks out of the room. Rhea thinks that he must be remembering Prachi. He still has Prachi in his mind. Ranbir comes to the lawn. He wraps his handkerchief around his wound. It started raining. Both Prachi and Ranbir record their moment and feel the raindrops. Prachi says, I still love the rain. On the other side, Ranbir says, I hate the rain. Prachi says, I still think about you. Everything connected to you reminds me of you. Prachi says, do you also remember me? He says, I don't remember you. Why would I? You remember your own people. You didn't love me. You only betrayed me. I hate you. I hate your name. I hate love word. Sushma sees Prachi and thinks that I am taking Prachi away from her past, not just this city. She might find my decision wrong, but it will be good for her future if she stays away from her past and from this city. Everything will be new in a new city. On the other hand, Prachi thinks that people say that with time, everything changes, but memories never change. You can run away from your past, but not from your memories. She still thinks about Ranbir. The next day, Ranbir is getting ready for office. He thinks about Prachi. Ranbir asks himself why he keeps thinking about her, why he is not able to stop himself. Yesterday in the temple and now today. Chief comes to his home. Pallavi asks him to come in. Ranbir puts on sunglasses and comes there. Chief says, I saw it in a documentary that if you share your ride, there will be less pollution. Ranbir tells him that there are others too whom he could have shared the ride. Pallavi tells him not to be angry in the morning. He says, I am not angry. I just don't like others involving me in anything without asking. Shiv says, I will ask next time. Ranbir tells Shiv that if he wants to reduce the pollution, then he should take the box next time. Shiv asks him that why did he put on the sunglasses in the house? Is he hiding his sleepy eyes or he couldn't sleep properly last night? Ranbir and Pallavi looks at each other. Rhea comes there with Ranbir's wallet saying that he forgot it. He asks, did you go to my room? I don't like anyone going into my room in my absence. Thank you for watching my videos. Please like my video, share it, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more updates. Thank you.